Good morning, Ravens, and welcome to Atherton on Air. I'm Carmen Everson.
And I'm Sophia Bowden. Here's what's trending.
On one of our previous shows, we discussed AP African-American Studies being added to Atherton's curriculum. Here's Audra Barbieri and AOA Unfiltered with an update on this course and its future availability here at Atherton.
2 weeks ago, we discussed the recently announced AP African-American Studies course, which the College Board has had in development for some time now. With that, we said the Atherton student body would have the course available to them by the 2023 to 2024 school year, which in fact we're still unsure of. Dr. Fleur, Atherton's principal, was happy to share her thoughts on the situation.
My only concern, and it's so early because they just released the curriculum on February 1st, my only concern is after they released the curriculum, they then released a statement that made it sound like students wouldn't be able to earn credit for the course until the 24-25 school year. And so I want to make sure, so there's a couple upcoming webinars that I or members of the staff are going to attend to make sure that if we offer the course in 23-24, that students would receive credit from College Board when they take the test. Because what I don't want to do is offer a false promise like, hey, you're taking an AP class. Well, just kidding, it didn't count this year. So I want to make sure that we do right by our students in offering this course.
We also spoke with Ms. Allen, Atherton's AP coordinator, to hear her insight on the situation.
So the AP African American Studies course was piloted by College Board in a small group of, I think, about 60 schools nationwide this current year. Next year, they're opening it up to a larger pilot group of schools. Unfortunately, we did not get any information about being one of those pilot schools. So both this year and next year, in the pilot schools, though, it will not be able to count for college credit, and there actually is not a test with it. So the first full year of AP African American Studies will be 2024-2025, and we definitely plan on offering it that year we hope to be a pilot school this year, but unfortunately we didn't get contacted about being a pilot school.
And for Atherton Air's Unfiltered, I'm Audra Barbieri.
Thanks, Audra. Usually when you think of a team making it to district and regional playoffs, you think of a basketball or soccer team. But Atherton's Quick Recall team is accomplishing just this. Here's Lakin Whitehead with an update on Quick Recall's recent accomplishments.
Recently, our Quick Recall team won the Governor's Cup and will be going to state on March 18th through the 20th. This is the second year in a row we're going to state. Here's Tin Lee, who won the Social Studies category.
We just won regionals this year. This is the first year in 20 years that Atherton has won regionals. And last year, we made it the furthest our school has ever made it in history by making it to the top 16 in state. We have to thank our coach for that, as well as Noah Calhoun for being absolutely incredible. For individual awards, I got second place in the social studies written assessment for the region, and Noah got second place for math in the region. Our coach is Frau. She's the German teacher. I just think she's kind of chill. I've heard about coaches that are much more competitive, and there's schools that have just a class for Quick Recall. So yeah, I just think it's nice for being chill, and you can just study outside of school, and that's fine.
With February coming to an end, here's some highlights of BSU Spirit Week for Black History Month.
For the first time in Atherton school history, the BSU decided to sponsor a Black History Spirit Week to honor Black culture. Here's the president of the BSU to talk about the process of making this event happen.
So a lot of the planning that went into this had to do with making sure that students understood what was acceptable and what wasn't acceptable in terms of this Spirit Week. We made out our whole plan and we sent it to the administration to make sure that everything seemed, appropriate, and to make sure that all of the foundations are put in place so that we're not allowing students enough room to culturally appropriate.
Just like finding peace within my community and my culture, and I think it's just like a good time to show that the Black community is more than just like our pain and our struggles and stuff like that, but it's also like our joy and our happiness.
We haven't always had that right. We haven't always had our voice heard. So we have a month to celebrate being Black.
Specifically Black History Month, I feel like it's really a time for me to like go all out and embrace my culture fully. Like for example, today's Culture Day, so I got my African clothes on, my head wrap on. So for me it's just like to like appreciate and like honor like Black people now and like in history and like all the stuff that we've been through. So like it's a time for us to like be proud of that.
That's all the time we have for today. For AOA, I'm Carmen Everson.
And I'm Sophia Bowden. Keep it real, Ravens.